Alright, so I'm on my way to Homegoods, Marshalls, and TJMaxx, and I'm going to try to show you guys what I look out for when I'm looking for enrichment for my dogs, and some things that you can look out for, because as you know, whenever you go to those stores, you never know what you're going to find, which isn't a terrible thing, but a lot of times they have a lot of the same brands that you can be looking out for, or the same general ideas that you want to be on the lookout for. For example, I know I'm going to be finding slow feeder bowls, probably some burrow toys. I'm going to find lots of other enrichment toys that I will probably pick out for my own dogs, and I'll show you guys along the way. I'm probably also going to show you guys stuff that I often see there, but I'm not going to pick out. So some things that aren't my favorite but may work for your dog, so I'm just going to share my opinion about those. Like me, I love going shopping and finding all these different enrichment items at these places for such deep discounts. To be honest, I don't really shop at pet stores. I typically find all of my dog's toys at these kinds of stores. So I'm just going to show you what goes on in my head as I'm shopping for those kinds of enrichment toys. So let's go. Alright, so first up is Homegoods. They were surprisingly empty, but I love a good challenge. It was right after the holidays, so I was trying to see what I could find. Typically, you can almost always find slow feeder bowls or a puzzle feeder. I oftentimes find Outward Hound toys and puzzle feeders, and I do really like this brand, so I would typically get something like this. So something else I was able to find here, which I've never seen anywhere else, and I was actually pretty excited about this, was an Outward Hound agility kit. So this had a hoop in it, 3 weaving poles, and a tunnel. So this kind of enrichment is perfect for dogs who like to jump or just have a ton of excess energy and you want to do some trick training with your dog. And at the price that it was, which was $14.99, this was actually a great find. So next up is the Crunch Veggie Carrot. I've actually bought this a few times. It makes a fun crunching noise that not many other toys do. It's at a great price, and my dogs really seem to enjoy the actual texture of the toy, which is why I repeatedly get it. So for all of my Harry Potter fans out there, this is a burrow toy. The point of this toy is that the 4 smaller toys will go inside of the larger one, and your dog has to figure out how to get the smaller toys out of the bigger one. So next up is this carrot stuffer. I do actually really like this one, and I've bought it a few times as well, because it is similar to a Kong and it has that feeder toy quality, but for a way more affordable price. So at my Marshalls, it was a very similar situation. The shelves were pretty bare, but like I said before, I'm up for a good challenge, so let's see what I can find. So I love hide and seek toys. It's similar to a burrow toy where your dog has to try to get the smaller toys out of the larger one. I like this one in particular because it's more challenging. It has the Velcro, and it's not as easy as other ones that just has the hole where your dog can pull it out from. I am always on the hunt for stuffing free toys, especially for my 2 dogs. With these toys, I tend to get them knowing that they are going to be destroyed and being okay with that, and that's why I get them at these lower costs. I also really like these Invincibles from Outward Hound. These are pretty much the only toys that my dogs don't destroy. They have really durable seams, which is what my dogs pick at, and again, it's a great price, so I typically get these. I found these Kong treats, which I've never seen before, but the ingredients list was really great, and you could put these in Kongs or Topples or any food stuffer toy that you have. So I ended up hitting the jackpot at TJMaxx. They had so much good stuff. So of course you can always find amazing slow feeder bowls at these kinds of stores. I have actually created a whole video on how to pick the correct slow feeder bowl for your individual dog, so go check that out. This is a great bowl for your average typical dog. What I like to look out for is how durable the actual bowl is, as well as how easy it is for me to clean. This may look just like your typical ball, but what's great about these is that it has a scent to it. So the Orby Tough Squeak Balls is mint scented, and I believe that they make other scents as well. It's also yellow, which if you don't know, dogs are not completely colorblind, but they can see the colors blue, yellow, and on a grayscale. So this is a great choice. I'm always on the lookout for 2-in-1 toys. These are my absolute favorite. So these have a soft outside and a squeaky ball inside. The point of these toys is to be destroyed. So your dog can take out the soft outer layer and there will still be a ball underneath for them to play with. A dog's sense of smell is their number one sense. So when I am out at these kinds of stores, I'm looking for something that's going to enrich their sense of smell. So oftentimes this can be a toy like this. So this will switch up their environment and give them something different to smell. I also found more of the puzzle snack bags, which, like I said, burrow toys are some of my favorite, and I'm always on the lookout for these. If you have a high energy or a high motivated dog, you need a flirt pole. This was a great example of one that I could find at one of these stores. This was the Outward Hound tail teaser, and it was $5.99. Like, that's an amazing deal. And the best part is that it came with a replacer toy for the end of the tail. So if your dog gets the toy and ends up destroying it, you could easily replace it. Now these are things that I look out for that I would not purchase. So rope is something that I don't really ever purchase, but it can easily come undone and become a choking hazard, so I typically don't get rope. However, this is an example of a type of rope that I would get because it's a lot more sturdy, and I don't believe that my dogs are going to be able to easily take this one apart. So this is an example of a toy that I would get the name brand versus something else. The name brand Holy Roller is going to be a lot more sturdy, and I trust that one more to not come apart. Also, the small ball in here can be a choking hazard. Durability is the name of the game when it comes to my 2 pit bulls, so I try not to look for and purchase flimsy items that I know are not going to last long. I'm looking for the most durable toys, so these are just some toys that are not going to work out for the kinds of dogs that I have. So overall, the kind of enrichment you are going to want to look out for are burrow toys, scented toys, slow feeder bowls, food puzzles, as well as destroyable toys. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you next time.